without further ado, let's welcome our seniors. ASB officers. We have our ASB President-elect David Pacheco Castañeda, ASB Historian Marcello Vintrenta, and our ASB Treasurer-elect Logan Westendorf. Please welcome our incoming ASB President David Pacheco Castañeda.
During this very special season of commencement, we celebrate the happy conclusion of a high school career along with the wondrous new possibilities that await our seniors. But the seniors are not the only ones celebrating happy endings and looking forward to the next phase of their lives. As the seniors prepare for their lives outside of the sacred walls of Mount Vernon High School, we also say goodbye to some of the very special Bulldog staff members who have announced their retirement. After a combined total of 218 years, our retirees are headed on their next adventures, which include traveling, gardening, hiking with friends and pets, volunteer work, and most importantly, more time for naps. Please help me recognize our retirees as we bring them on the stage to say thank you for dedicating so many decades of their life to the betterment of Mount Vernon Bulldogs in our community. Beloved retirees, when you hear your name called, please join us on the stage. Let's celebrate Mr. Billings with 17 years of service. Ms. Canoe with 23 years of service. Let's hear it for Mr. Medrano with 27 years of service. Put your hands together for Mr. Spink with 15 years of service. Let's hear it for Mr. Sullivan with 22 years of service. Put your hands together for Mrs. Voth with 12 years of service. Let's celebrate Mr. Willard with 29 years of service. Let's show our love for Mr. Ziegler with 32 years of service.
It has been a Bulldog tradition for the top academic students to speak at graduation. It is my privilege to celebrate the top 2 academic students of the graduating class of 2022. They have taken so many advanced placement classes that their adjusted grade point averages ended up at higher than a 4.0, a feat that many of us did not even know was possible. Their diligence and academic proficiency have earned them the celebrated titles of Valedictorian and Salutatorian. As they stand to be recognized, I would like to tell you a little bit about each of them. Salutatorian Regan Marsh, please rise. Please rise. Regan began her academic career at Washington Elementary School and continued at LaVenture Middle School before joining the Bulldogs. She played tennis all 4 years at NBHS with 2 years at the varsity level, managed the boys varsity tennis team for 2 years, and was a link leader and contributing member to the Science and Earth Club, as well as the National Honor Society. She enjoys playing guitar, hiking, and communing with nature, and of course, traveling. This fall, she begins her adventure at Northern Arizona University and plans to major in computer science. Congratulations, Regan, on all of your accomplishments at NBHS and for all of the hard work and service you have given to our school community. Bulldogs, please give it up for our salutatorian, Regan Marsh. And now, for our valedictorian, Sabrina Stewart. Please rise. Sabrina joined the Bulldog family after completing kindergarten through 8th grade at Immaculate Conception Religion School. She played tennis all 4 years at NBHS with 2 years at the varsity level, and also played on the junior varsity bowling team for 2 years. She's volunteered at Skagit Regional Hospital and was a member of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, Sabrina, on all of your accomplishments at NBHS and for all of the hard work and service you have given to our community. Bulldogs, give it up for valedictorian Sabrina Stewart.
It is my pleasure to introduce the 27 graduates who have earned the Platinum Cord and the honor of being forever known as distinguished scholars for the class of 2022. In order to earn this title, these students have earned a grade point average of 4.0 or above. Distinguished scholars, please stand when your name is called and remain standing. Bulldogs, we will hold our applause until all distinguished scholars are standing. Betty Pludre, Brandon Gatto, Galen Wright, Edwin Cholula Ortiz, Emily Ney, Grace Madsen, Gwendolyn Medina, Hannah Tuolt, Jaeger Nelson, Jesus Acosta Serna, Joey Mentel, Kiel McLaughlin, Kyle McLaughlin, Laura Nielsen, Malaya Johnson, Marina Fair, Maribel Mapa, Molly Grainer, Natalie Jones, Rylan Lenhart, Regan Marsh, Sabrina Stewart, Sammy Mentel, Sean Cohen, Talia Ward, Zach Clean, Zoe Youngren. Can we get a big round of applause for our 22?
It is my privilege to announce the seniors who have received the prestigious Department Awards as picked by Mount Vernon High School staff. These students have been selected as a top student for each particular subject area. Please join me as we recognize the academic excellence and superior talents of each senior. Seniors, when you hear your name, please stand so we can celebrate your excellence and achievements. Bulldogs, now is your chance to let loose your love and admiration with a wild burst of congratulations and applause for these accomplished individuals. Outstanding social studies students, Edwin Cholula Ortiz and Donovan Hayden. Outstanding multilingual students, Itel Barajas Jimenez and Ruby Vasquez Garcia. Outstanding marketing student, Isabella Trinini. Outstanding technology student, Zach Klein. Outstanding science students, Sean Cohen and Kaya Akio McLaughlin. Outstanding leadership students, Sydney Snyder and Adam Wagenbaugh. Outstanding visual communication students, Sydney Gillespie and Grace Maxson. Outstanding Spanish student, Joey Mantel. Outstanding art student, Grace Maxson. Outstanding mariachi folklorico students, Marcella Mendoza and Jason Ponce. Outstanding math students, Juliana Barrios and Joey Mantel. Outstanding orchestra students, Zach Klein and Grace Maxson. Outstanding heritage Spanish students, Alan Lopez and Kimberly O'Flara. Outstanding Avid students, Juan Reyes and Tulia Ward. Outstanding Family and Super Science students, Maddie Robertson. Outstanding physical education students, Brandon Dominguez Maya and Pamela Guevara. Outstanding band students, Jeremiah Apolista and Zoe Youngren. Outstanding sports medicine student, Sydney Snyder. Outstanding vocal music students, Natalie Jones and Zoe Youngren. Outstanding ASL students, Zach Pearson and Tabitha Swanson. Outstanding English students, Marina Fair, Drayden Finch, Laura Nielsen, and Betsy Kluger. Bulldog Strong students, Israel Reyna and Alexa Smith. Outstanding agriculture student, Jariah Weaver. Outstanding business student, Emily Nay. Outstanding French student, Laura Nielsen. Outstanding structured learning student, Jonathan Castro Guerrero. Outstanding support services student, Declan Kazim and Maria Zakoteco Tamaya. And last but not least, the Principal's Award, Emily Nay. Now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce the concert choir, under the direction of Jesus Gomez, to perform This Light by poet Jordan Chaney and composer Reginald Saher. The lyrics are ideal for our commencement celebrations, for they celebrate the hope and strength of our seniors, their families, and educators who have helped them achieve this momentous event in their lives. The poem uses the imagery of a sunrise as a metaphorical depiction of finding hope after difficult times. As the rising sun chases away the shadows of night, we also find ourselves emerging in celebration of your perseverance in the face of adversity and the many accomplishments you have achieved along the journey. Adding to the musical texture of the performance, we welcome a string quartet from our MVHS Chamber Orchestra, Grace Dilworth, Henry Cook, and graduating seniors Zoe Bloom and Zachary Klein, along with collaborative pianist Annie Scher. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Mount Vernon High School Concert Choir. next speakers, Weimer and Serrano, are well loved within the Mount Vernon community for their bulldog spirit, their devotion to our graduates, and their inspirational words of wisdom to staff and students alike. The class of 2022 elected them to speak today. Fun facts: Miss Weimer once traveled to the lost city of Atlantis with 7 of her cats. And Mrs. Serrano swings by Big Scoop every Saturday for a Chattanooga cocoa with extra hot fudge. Without further ado, give it up for Weimer and Carlos.
Hey, before we get started, one more round of applause for the graduating class of 2022, por favor. Miss Weimer, about 20-ish years ago, where were you?
I was graduating high school.
And 20 years ago, did you think you would be here giving a speech to a graduating class?
Never. I blame you guys.
She's not happy about it, but she gets to start the speech.
One of my favorite books to read my daughters ends with, "Life is not a straight line. It is a zigzag, a little forwards, a little backwards as you zoom along. Good luck to you." I think I love it so much because it was what I would have liked to hear when I was facing my future. But you don't need me or a book to tell you this, because you have literally lived this, these words. Your high school experience has been full of zigging and zagging, and of course, the dreaded zooming.
Now, reflecting back on how we both got here, I do believe it was through a goal line of teachers and link leaders as they cheered you begin your high school journey. I recall the smiles, the laughter, and the really awkward shoulder rubs that Mr. Ibarra had us all do. I hope you've gotten better at Simon Says. Let's get one more round in. You ready? Simon Says, clap once. Simon Says, clap twice. Clap 3 times. And you're still not good at it. You met new students. You learned where your classes would be, which bathroom was probably locked. You met new teachers. You worked on projects together. You began to build relationships that now formed into tight-knit families. You all played and watched sports, sang and played at concerts, participated and put on assemblies, and engaged in all the activities that define a high school experience.
Your sophomore year, our world changed and all those experiences and relationships were interrupted. During the pandemic, you were mostly unknown to us and to each other. You became black screens with white names, and as your teachers, we felt this loss heavily. You were known more by your words and your work than your faces. You used your extra time to get jobs and earn money, learn new hobbies, deepen friendships with those you were close to, make TikToks, and open your eyes to what was happening in the world around you. For many, this time has redefined how you thought about school.
When we came back together this fall, we could see how eager you were to re-engage. I, as well as many of the teachers here, have had the joy of seeing you all mature the past 4 years. Well, some of you. Most of you had your cameras turned off. Zoom times aside, I've seen some of you and how you've grown into the young adults I now see before me. I can see it in the way you walk, the way you talk, the topics of discussion, and how you interact and treat adults. Even now, how most of you put a subject in the email subject line. You engage with us on a more profound level. You understand or are beginning to understand the consejos we give you. Some of you have broken out of your shell and become more charismatic with lunchtime interviews, as link leaders, sports teams captains, and becoming the president of ASB. You've begun to grow in your independence by working at Hobby Lobby, Bargains Galore, Chipotle, Starbucks, Dick's Sporting Goods, or even starting your own business, shoe business. By the way, this speech was brought to you by Izzy's Kicks, IZZYKICKS. The level of independence and maturity, discipline and dedication it takes to balance school, life, athletics, extracurricular activities, and a job is beyond me, especially at this age. You have all proven that you are slowly but surely getting ready for life after high school. And I don't mean that just because you took Mr. Hand's class.
This last year, I've watched you fall in love, find your place in a brand new community, invite someone into a conversation, and ask for help. I've seen you put yourself out there in class and in life, share your passions, work hard, and persevere. I know that at times it felt like you couldn't face the challenges of the day, let alone getting to first and fifth period on time. We've all struggled through these years and the changes they brought. We all had to adjust our expectations of ourselves and of others and how life was supposed to be. We also had to navigate loss and grief. But our strength and perseverance become evident when we have to fight to survive. And you have all proven these traits as you sit here today. No matter what life throws at you, you can make it through. As your teachers, we hope you felt supported as we balance the need to take care of you, ourselves, and our families. We hope you know how much we care for you and how proud we are of you for making it here today, for all of you students, for being here.
Primero, before we say our goodbyes, I'd like to say gracias. Your 4 years at this school have been my first 4 years at this school. You began your high school career while I began my teaching career. Gracias for solidifying the beliefs on this job. Thank you for providing me with an awesome first 4 years of my career that I will never forget and I would never trade for anything in the world, except for maybe another pair of Yeezys. Thank you for keeping me young and reminding me that it's better to build relationships than to push content. I've learned that students can't learn from someone they don't like. Gracias por recordarme cómo es ser un joven y los retos que ustedes enfrentan todos los días para poder graduarse. Gracias por motivarme a ser un mejor maestro para mejor servirle a ustedes. Gracias por sus talentos atléticos y músicos para servir a nuestra comunidad. Gracias por todos los esfuerzos que ustedes han hecho por mí, los maestros y nuestra comunidad. Thank you for validating my career choice and helping me realize that this is where I belong. Mount Vernon se ha convertido en mi casa.
Thank you for continuing to give me hope. Whenever this world becomes too challenging or overwhelming, coming to work with you reminds me of the positives of humanity, of the possibilities in the future generations. You are good people who care about this world and each other. You have incredible potential and power. Whether it was bantering in class, facing our history and our political systems, discussing your visions for our country, building our own community, playing cards, or talking about life, I have enjoyed every moment with you.
Being from the class of 2002 and 2012, we've seen a little bit of what life has to offer. We both would like to share some of that with you, the class of 2022.
Explore and embrace who you are. Love yourself first, and every version of yourself that comes with this exciting journey. In 20 years, my roles have changed pretty dramatically, and some of my strongest identities come from what I have become.
Embrace who you become in the next 10 years. In the last decade, I've been a college student, a graduate, a special friend turned fiance, husband, and now a future father. Enjoy these stages of life. Be present and purposeful, and stop recording everything on Snapchat.
even if you're scared. You can always come home, change direction, or turn back.
In the words of a dear friend of mine, you'll regret it if you don't. When the opportunity presents itself, take it, because you may have to wait another 10 years.
Not all of life's accomplishments come at once. Sometimes you just have to put in the work and be patient. The right relationship, the right job, the right house, all of it can take time to build.
Be patient with yourself, be patient with those around you, and be patient in the process of life. Good things take time. Love that process. It may not be the dream house, but it's the perfect starter home.
Never stop learning and growing. Remember that this is just your foundation. Try new things and say yes.
Sigan adelante. Hoy apenas empieza la vida. En algún tiempo alguien sacrificó su tiempo, dinero y energía para que ustedes estén aquí hoy. Nunca pierdan su perseverancia, el perspectivo en la vida y siempre mantengan en mente el propósito de por qué hacen lo que hacen.
Most importantly, build your community wisely. The right people for you will love you for who you are and help you be your best self. I wish this for each and every one of you. We each need a community to support us through the zigzags of life, to help carry us forward. It has been a privilege to be a part of your community for this intersection in your life, and I wish you the best on your journey ahead.
Bueno, seniors, ha llegado el tiempo de nuestra despedida. It's come time to say our goodbyes. In the words of Sam Smith, I'm not good at goodbyes. But I'd like to start with a quote that I've shared before. And it goes like this. Caminante no hay camino, se hace camino al andar. What that means is, wanderer, there is no way, you make way by going farther. I encourage each and every one of you to keep going. Sigan adelante. For many of you that graduate tomorrow, you're going towards uncharted territory. Algunos, this is your first high school grad. You are the first high school graduate. Otros, you are the first to attend college. This way that you have chosen for yourself, not many before you have done. So keep going. In the words of my abuelito, yo no vengo a ver si puedo, sino porque puedo vengo. I'm not here to see if I can, I'm here because I can. Paz. Y sobre todo, mucho, mucho amor. Gracias.
Seniors, once again, congratulations on your many accomplishments. Good luck in whatever paths you choose to follow. Students and staff, let us give these graduates one more round of applause before we head to our second period class. Seniors, please remain seated while underclassmen make their exit.